They say to me, T, how are you doing it? The shit that you doing confusing, Trent. Like, I thought you was just an actor, then you come and take over the music biz. I've known you since you were kids, now you killing it, shining like Kubrick did. When them haters come at you and shoot and miss, and you winning no matter who you against. I just tell them it's hard to explain it. Mama tell me that I got the favor of God. I think the God's playing favorites. Gave me the deck of cards full of aces. Shooting the newest shows, getting movie roles, and a chick built like Ruby Rose. You should know the Lord is my shepherd, but you already know who the GOAT is. T. I am rap Jesus, I'm a trap god.
Welcome to Live from the Green Room. We back in the building. I'm chewing a chocolate pretzel right now. What'd you do this weekend? How was your weekend?
My weekend was busy, and I'm trying my best not to procrastinate on the packing. I'm like literally looking at the bag. I try to put my bag in front of everything, so I have to step over it, you know? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do my laundry, get ready for
well, how many days are you going away for?
Philly is the
3
first
days.
to the third. Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were going somewhere else, like procrastinating on packing, like you had to go to Philly, then you going to Cabo afterwards or something like that.
Oh, no. This is just a regular tour stop,
Procrastinating on 3 days of packing?
Hey, man,
look,
I'm
underwear,
horrible.
1, 2, 3 socks, 1, 2, 3.
I have not done that yet. I have not done that yet. Literally, it's been crazy. It's been crazy trying to keep up with the workouts, and I've been doing. Excuse my voice. I've been doing like mad voiceover auditions.
Okay,
I'm gonna get something. I'm like, don't be sending me on all these.
It's coming.
It's coming. But I think I'm gonna take a class, and because I have no idea what I'm doing, but I need to develop
take a workshop.
A legit workshop, because I mean, people out here, you know, they'll take your money.
I took a workshop once on how to host a TV show, like host a game show. Audition, got it. You know who actually was my teacher? Remember this show back in the day? We was kids. When people would get slimed, what was it called?
Oh, you can't do that on television.
What was it called? What was it? No. It was like
it was on Nickelodeon.
No, it was on Fox. It was
It was a different one. Okay. It was on Fox?
Yeah, it was called. The kids would get slimed. It was like American Ninja Warrior, but for kids.
Oh.
And they would get slimed at the end if they.
Okay, I can't remember the name of that.
The name of the show, but the guy, what is it called? Double Dare. Double Dare. The guy, what's the host name? Mark what? Mark Summers.
Okay.
Was my teacher in a workshop of how to host a show.
I love it.
And I worked with him for like maybe 3 or 4 weeks, and boom, got it.
Which one? Which one did you get?
It was called Can You Tell? It was on Lifetime. When Oprah first started Lifetime, they were out of New York. And they were looking for content. And they had this game show idea. They brought in every damn comic in New York City. Everybody auditioned for it.
Okay.
And I took a workshop with Mark Summers and walked in and walked out with a job.
See, that's what a legit teacher will do, like, because they worked in it and they got proof.
He was great. Want to hear something even crazier? I went in, not crazy, because it's all in God's plan. It's all what's meant to be is going to be, right? So we know that. Let's establish that first. So it's not crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy to you because you didn't expect it. But it's not crazy. My tooth was still chipped. This was before I even got my teeth fixed.
Oh wow!
And I went in for the audition and wowed them.
He was just that good.
And wowed them.
He's got his teeth, man. And he good.
They paid for me to get my teeth fixed.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. They called my agent. They called my manager. We love Tony, his energy, the way he plays with other like this, you know how I do, like my natural when we hang out, like that energy I bring. We love him. It's just a chipped tooth. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give him a $10,000 stipend. We'll put him up with send him to our dentist. Motherfucker gave me a $500,000 smile. And then when I got my big money, I got the other $500,000, and now I got $1 million smile.
He said, "Now I got $1 million."
Yeah, I worked with Mark Summers. Yeah, he was my teacher.
I remember that cat. I remember him, man.
Yeah,
I'd mailed him Double a bottle after that.
Say again?
I'd have mailed him a bottle after that.
Yeah, it's like little just subtle things that you just take for granted when you watch somebody host like a late night talk show or a TV show. You go, oh yeah, they don't do that. They interesting. And I was doing it all the time, and I was. Yeah, because he's like, when you talk to your friends, that's how you talk. But remember, you're talking to America now. And you got to talk differently. And I was like, I didn't even catch that, bro.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So we back. We started the conversation without you guys, but you saw what we were talking about. Back in the green room, episode
30. Season 2, episode 30.
Season 2, episode 30.
Yep.
Subscribers?
Okay, let's do it right now. We are at 5,761. Yo.
Yo, 5,761. Thank you. And I'm trying to get that shit to 10. I want it to be at 10,000. I'm shooting for 10,000 sooner than later.
So make sure that you share this and say, please subscribe. We're not begging for it, but we like it when you share it authentically and you really want to be a part of what we're doing here. Shout out to AJ Sanders.
Yes.
She had a great response. So thank you for the...
People were happy to see her.
Oh, yeah. People very happy to see her, man.
They were very happy to see her. But yeah, sign up, subscribe, share, leave some comments. Tell us what you think about what we're talking about when we talk about it. And yeah, you was busy this weekend. We were busy this weekend. We was in Austin, Texas. Shout out to Austin, Texas, the comedy mothership. Yeah, we made so much money this weekend. 5 sold out shows. Merch went crazy. Wait staff, top of the line. Security, A1. It was top to bottom. Where we stayed, super dope. The people, it was a great weekend. It was one of those weekends where if you felt some kind of way about your career, like sometimes a comic being in a rut, like, man, I don't know if this is working and I didn't get that audition, or that's a weekend you go to Austin and do that, and you come back out like, I'm refocused, I'm re-galvanized. Grimy, what was you say about it?
I kept saying it felt like if comedians had a focus group and described the perfect club, what do you think a club should have? They did all of that. Yeah. From like the amenities there, from like the staff, how they treated you, the tech, how communicative they were, the photographers everywhere. Like, you could not ask for a thing. Like, you just wouldn't think to ask, where is the such and such? Like, you really don't have that moment throughout the whole weekend. And the sound, everything you wanted to be great was great. Like, I never have to like got on stage and just say, oh, this sounds perfect already. Like, I didn't feel any kind of, they just solid, all around solid. And it's been a perfect location. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Smack dab on 6th Street. Like,
shout out to Joe Rogan, man. Shout out to Joe Rogan for booking me for the second time. It was really, really dope, man. It was really dope. Yeah. Like you said, if a comic designed a comedy club, it was definitely that. So we had a good time. You gotta go check it out.
Yeah.
Definitely gotta go check it out.
Austin,
As you can see, Trey Elliot is not with us this weekend. He is handling some business elsewhere, but we got a dope guest coming in today. He said he was stuck in LA traffic and it'll be a little late. He didn't allocate that extra time for LA traffic. Oh, yeah. It'll get you every time. But yeah, my brother from another mother will be here soon. I'll introduce him properly when he gets here.
All right.
But we'll just keep it going until he gets here.
Yeah, man. So
Captain Kirk, Jamaican Rum Punch. Shout out, my brother.
Captain Kirk's Jamaican Rum Punch. We actually had a show here in the live room there.
Yeah, how was it?
It was dope. Shout out to Esau McGraw and Sherwin Array.
Oh, I know Sherman, yeah.
Yeah.
I know Esau also.
Yeah. Killed. But we didn't have any drinks. And I was like, let me see one of those Captain Kirk Rum Punch and see what Esau did. Was real classy. He said, he's like, free shots, pour yourself a drink. By the time I got there was nothing left. So I was like, shoot, I know this. I'm going there and get some Jamaican Rum Punch. Yeah. And I made free shots for everybody. I poured out a bottle and they was gone.
Of course they were gone. Of course they were gone.
So thank you, Captain Kirk, for making that show just a little bit hotter than what it could have been. So yeah, we had a
what was it, a taping?
Yeah, he taped because
just so you guys know that this studio has a room right across, on the other side of this wall that you could shoot special in. The
comedians are finding out that this is a great place to shoot some film, and if you want to do a half hour, it looks really good. And I think Sherman was trying to make a presentation, so he needed some good current footage. And I mean, he killed. It went really well.
Nice,
really well.
Nice. You, Sherman, and
Esau. Oh, it was a dope show, man. It was really, really good. Really good.
That's what's up. I haven't seen Sherman in a minute. When was the last time I saw Esau? I've been busy, man.
Esau hosted, and Esau was being Esau. I mean, he kept the crowd, engaged from top to bottom. It was high energy, and
I haven't worked in LA in a minute. I got a show tonight. I'm at the Factory tonight. I'm at the Improv tomorrow, but I haven't been working in LA a lot lately. I was on vacation for the birthday. Then I came home, went straight to work on the road.
Right.
Came home. The kiddo left for Germany. I was depressed for a few days. I just laid in the house and did nothing. So yeah, what were you going to say?
Have you done the hat trick yet?
What?
All 3 clubs in one night?
That's it, bruh. Who you?
I'm just asking. I mean, everybody, it's a big deal. So it's like, I know everybody,
I've never done it.
Well, I was like, bro. Everybody don't do it. That's why I was like, it sounds like
I'm Tony Rock.
So you aware
I've
of
done Comedy Store, Improv, Laugh Factory, and Ha Ha. I belted. I hit for the cycle.
All right.
What are you talking about?
It's just a cool thing. I just clicked my hands. Like, I never thought to ask you that before. Okay, so you've done the hat trick.
Come on, man.
That sounds
that's way out there.
What are we talking about?
You gotta do the Long Beach Laugh Factory, Hollywood Laugh Factory, and the other two.
Good luck, sir.
That's
I can do that. I can do that.
San Diego.
I'll do Long Beach early show.
That'd be hilarious.
I'll do Long Beach early shows. Do the store,
okay.
Improv, and then close the Laugh Factory. I can do that.
Okay. Well, yeah, you'd have to. That's long.
That's a moving. That's a moving.
Man, I would film that for a day. That'd be funny to watch for a day. Like move through that.
You know what? Let's do it. Let's set it up. I'm gonna set the dates up. I'll set the spots up, and we'll record it.
Okay, so
party bus.
yeah. We need the HOV lane.
Yeah, you definitely gonna need to traffic.
Police escort.
That'd be pretty entertaining. That'd be
dope
to watch, actually.
That'd be dope.
Or end up in Long Beach. Maybe that coming out of Long Beach, trying to get up here. Forget it.
No.
You
gotta start Long Beach. Yeah, you gotta start Long Beach.
Long Beach.
Do the early show.
Mm-hmm.
Go up like second. By the time you get back to LA,
second show maybe about the
second
start.
show's
if not,
yeah.
Okay, with
so I can do a spot because the spot they do tag teams. They don't do 8, 10, 12 shows.
Right.
They just do a long show. So I can just jump onto a spot, go across an Improv, jump onto a spot, and then close the factory.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, we'll set it up and we'll record it. We'll record it and show it to you guys.
Like this is what a hat trick looks like.
Drop it on that. Drop it on this account.
I had an interesting phone call with my brother Sunday. Was it Sunday, Grammy? I said
Sunday. Yeah.
Jordan, Chris, right?
Chris. He texted me first. Look, this is how weird my phone. Like I'm laying in bed. I wake up in the early afternoon. Get a phone call. It says private number. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, it's either Chrissy or it's somebody that purposely doesn't want me to know that they're calling me. Mm-hmm. Somebody I'm probably trying to avoid. Mm-hmm. So of course I don't answer. You know me. I could phone could be right there. I'm not picking it up. Mm-hmm. So I'll wait to see if I get a voicemail. No voicemail. I lay back down. Text message. Hey man, it's your brother. Give me a call when you get a second. Okay, it was Chrissy. So now I pick the phone up and I'm like, this is how anal I am. I'm like, I really need therapy in some regard. I hold the phone and I'm like, shit, what if something bad happened?
Man, listen.
And I literally sit there, Fox, for like 10 minutes, like talking myself through the day. If I'm going to make this phone call and get bad news, what do I do with the rest of my day? Because the final show of the weekend was that night, like 8 o'clock. It's like 11:30. So I'm like, okay, if somebody's, unfortunately, something bad happened, do I get out of here immediately? Do I head straight to the airport? Or do I finish the show tonight because it's the last show of the weekend? I can't change what happened if I'm going to get some bad news, but can I still perform?
Right.
And I'm literally in the room 10 minutes like, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm
dreading bad news.
I'm like, I'm not ready for no bad. And I'm like, then I say to myself, I'm trying to do my own therapy. I say to myself, what you're doing is you're worrying about, you're creating a worry. You're creating worry.
Right.
You don't know what's on the other end of that phone call, but you're automatically creating negativity in the phone call. Why would you do that? It might be the greatest news ever. Have you given thought to that?
Right.
But you automatically made it negative. And I'm like, okay, that's right. It's not negative. It's not negative.
And that's on a private number.
So I call my brother back. Yo, what up? Hey, man. It's your brother. I'm walking on the beach. I'm having a beautiful day. I'm walking on the beach. I'm not filming. Figured you on the road. Give you a call, man. Man, it's beautiful out here. He's filming in like Pacific Palisades somewhere. It's a beautiful day, man. So now I'm like, the fuck does he want? And he just starts talking. I'm like, this nigga just called to talk.
Right.
My heart fucking beating out my chest. Like, my brother just called to talk. Like, oh man, I put the phone on speaker, just lay down and we just have a nice conversation. I'm like, man, I really worked myself up
for nothing.
For nothing. For nothing.
But I get it, man, because you don't want to. Not to say it's not a selfish thing, but it's like you want to we give to the people,
right?
And we have lives too, so we want to be in the right space to give,
right?
And it's like, especially if it's a loved one, it's like family first. Like,
Right.
what do you do? And it feels helpless. It's a helpless feeling sometimes, especially like if you're away and something bad does happen. Like, what can you do?
Right.
So,
and it's the pecking order. He's big bro. He's the leader.
Yeah.
So we talked about a bunch of stuff. We talked about like relationships. We was on the phone for a while. We talked about relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we talked sports. We talked family. He gave me a few gems on certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's funny?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it when we have maybe a guest and
Mm-hmm.
Trey is here so everybody can put their 2 cents in.
Mm-hmm.
But we addressed the whole hoopla with me saying he didn't put me in the movie.
Wow.
Y'all talk about it?
Yeah. Yeah. Because he's filming right now in LA. So he was like, hey man, listen, I'm filming and, I know you doing your thing. And we just started, he just went into it. I didn't bring it up. And I know people are saying this and that. Just started talking. I'm like, makes sense. I'm like, I get it, man. I get it.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Nope. I want to make the people wait.
Oh shit!
I want to make the people wait. But yeah, we addressed. He addressed it,
Mm-hmm.
and then we addressed it, and then he, saying some things about my career, and you out of here, and you on your way, and a lot of favorable things. And he was like, we're talking about like just life and the work ethic, and making sure I find time for the kiddo and the family and everything. And he's like, if I'm overstepping my bounds, man, this is one cool thing. He said, if I'm overstepping my bounds, man, I apologize. And I said, you can't overstep your bounds. You big bro. You the leader now. Because Shabazz is passed.
Gone,
So I'm like, Shabazz gone, man. You the leader. So ain't no overstepping your bounds. You the leader. You can say whatever you want to say. He's like, yeah, sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget I'm the oldest brother now.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, man, you the leader. You call the shots, bro.
Question. Do you feel, because we're all grown men now, but do you feel that there is a line between y'all's childhood and talking business and life as men, or is it just one big big bro, little bro, and that always comes up like something from back, you know what I'm saying? Like your relationship as children is always resident in the talk, and it's not just we men talking about business, and does that make sense?
No, it makes perfect sense, and it's a great question. I think sometimes I feel like our relationship from when we were children may have a effect on how we interact with each other now. Actually, I don't think it may. I know it does.
I was gonna say,
I know it does.
Absolutely.
I was the brother. Man, I wish y'all could. I could take y'all back to Decatur Street for one day. Like I was the brother. Wake up, get dressed. I'm out. I'm outside. I'm outside the whole day. I get my bike. I call Sherrod. Me and my man Boo. Yo, we going. We would ride our bikes to Queens. We ride our bikes to the Bronx, to the Harlem. We was outside. We was them kids. We was like for real
like
outside.
A job. That's work.
Yo,
like
we was
back.
out. So I would come home and tell my brothers about my travels, and they were Chrissy was a homebody.
Right.
Chrissy was straight, had his friends on the block, didn't do much, wasn't like didn't really try to get into much trouble. I was exploring the trouble. It was fun to me. So I think that the block looked at us like that. Like, yo, Tone's the one that's just, Tone do what he want. Tone's cool, man, because Tone does this. And they kind of didn't take to Chrissy as strongly, And I think that as we got older, that same dynamic comes into play with like, even in the business, it's like, yo, Tone. It's like, Chrissy's doing amazing things here, but it's just kind of seems like it's just quiet.
I think there's probably just like a personality.
It's personality, absolutely.
And the things that he was into at that time. Because he's, 6 years? No, 7 years?
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, 7 years ahead of you, so.
Okay, so I guess that's not, when you say that, it makes me wonder, like, so when he started stand-up, were you not like, really? You? Or was it like, he was always funny?
No.
Or outward, I guess the outward part I'm curious about.
No, so that's a good question as well. So all of my siblings, I say this all the time in every interview, all of my siblings are hilariously funny.
Okay.
I'm talking, Andy will come in here right now and have you crying.
Right.
Brian will sit here and you'll be snot bubbles laughing so hard. It's just, that's just my siblings. That's just how we grew up. So him doing stand-up wasn't weird to us. It was weird to everybody else.
Got it. Okay.
Like the block was like, what? Chrissy doing stand-up? Us in the house was like, yo, y'all don't know that motherfucker's the funniest person in the world. You know?
Yeah.
We my siblings, it's like, it's interesting because we, to a sibling, we will say, yo, my siblings are so funny. And we will all say, yo, that sibling's so funny. So we all say, yo, Chrissy, man, funny growing up. And Chrissy will say, nah, yo, Tone's funny. And Andre will be like, yo, B is the funniest one. Like, but we literally saying everybody's funny.
Right.
So the shock of him doing stand-up wasn't shocking at all.
Gotcha.
It wasn't shocking at all. And he wanted to pursue a career in broadcast journalism before stand-up.
Oh, wow.
So him being in front of the camera wasn't weird. Or him being, having a monologue wasn't weird. It was just to everybody else because he was the quiet kid on the block.
Right.
But at home, everybody at home, you're a different person than you are anywhere else. At home, you're a different person.
Of course.
Right? So, yeah.
Okay.
And shout out to Brian and Kamal because
Kamal,
because just to see, we didn't get a chance to really chop it on the boat.
I wanted to have them on the podcast, have them sit in it.
That was cool because we go on tour, especially if we go to Atlanta, Dallas and Atlanta. And they come out to the show and we get to hang out. But that boat trip, I really appreciate that, man. But it was like, people getting sick and stuff like that. But I like hearing Brian talk about Brooklyn and growing up from his perspective and seeing how it all crosses and it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, this is how he saw it. I wanted to talk to him more about that.
Yeah, man.
So that was dope. That was dope to see that cat. Man.
I literally was like, I gotta start putting trips together with my brothers, man. Like I took my birthday trip. I think I said this prior episode. I took the birthday trip and I was like, I've never done this with my brothers. So I was like, when I come home, I'm gonna fly my brothers out and see if they want to hang out. Kenny didn't have a passport, so we couldn't go out the country. And then I was like, it's just easier since I'm leaving the road anyway. Since I'm flying back to LA, just meet me in LA. Let's hang out in LA.
Yeah.
Joe, that question is interesting because I'm glad you said yes because to me it does make sense that the family part.
What question?
The family dynamic, no matter how old y'all get and like the interactions y'all have in business and all that, it's always there. And you could probably even say that if Tone was not his brother and he just saw Tone working in the New York scene and working in the country scene, he might be like, I don't know that guy. Man, that fucking guy. I like that guy. And it's a different light, right? Versus that I saw this dude at 10, 12, 11, whatever, right? So even my own brothers, I got two brothers that grew up in our neighborhood. We was always the funniest people in our neighborhood. And like everybody, when I started doing comedy, it was like, oh, of course you do comedy. But all your brothers should be doing comedy. You should put your brothers on the show with you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, that's crazy. But if they weren't my brothers, and if I flash back right now, I thought to myself, when I go back to St. Louis one of these days, I'm going to bring out some dudes from my hood. If they weren't my brothers, I would think of them immediately like, oh, those are two dudes I probably would have invited out and been like, yo, y'all funny. Just come on stage with me at the last 5 minutes. Let's just shoot the shit and see. Like, I'm like, that's funny. I would never think of them like that because they are my brothers. But if they've been complete strangers, I'd be like, you know what? The two funniest dudes from my neighborhood, I bet they can hang a little bit on stage with me in terms of the banter. Just straight up banter.
Yeah,
but it's like, I know them, so I'm like,
that's how I feel about Roy and Troy. Roy and Troy, they could go on stage and man, they could do more than just hang.
Man, them two.
Hey, Trent, are you listening? Can you go get our guest? He's at the front door. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Troy, shout out to them because they always show up and man, them
Roy and Troy, man, when we was in high school,
man, I can see it.
You couldn't find two funnier cats in the whole school.
They get together and they was just like, man, what are y'all doing? They over there talking about some poor girl that had no idea she'd be roasted.
Super duper funny in high school, man.
Was they getting in trouble?
Oh yeah.
Oh God,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
no. Here's a second. I'm gonna make sure I don't miss this point. I think, like I said, it plays a part in how we interact with each other now. I think that's why I don't go to my brother for like with questions and advice and stuff like that. And he told my mother one time, he said, every young comic comes to me and asks questions, dozens of questions all the time. It's like Kev calls me all the time and I'll see, D-Ray and he's like, hey man, can I ask you something about this? And or whoever else. And he's like, Tone never asked me any questions. He never called. But it's because of the dynamic of how we grew up. He was all like, get out my room, leave me alone. Hey man, give me a ride to the, come on man, get out my room. So it was always like, that. I'll just do it myself.
Yeah.
Which I 100%, I know they're going to take that little part and say, Tony says his brother doesn't answer his questions. But I just want to say,
1985.
I 100% understand that I should go to him with my questions. I should go to him to ask advice. I know it's on me. I don't do it. I'm not saying he doesn't, but they're gonna take that clip and be like, Tony says his brother won't answer a question.
Okay, that reminds me of
It's
the term I like to
strange.
use all the time. Sorry, I'm gonna touch the
No,
pause.
you're good.
Familial regression. It to me is a
What?
real thing.
That's a school word.
Familial regression. It's what it means is
Break it
that
down, Grammy.
no matter who you are, no matter how old you get in life, when you get back in front of a person or a place, your brain takes you back to that relationship as a younger person. So like if I had a bully in 4th grade and I saw that bully right now at my big old age, I might still be like, fuck, man, I wish I could punch this dude in the face. Like you just go back to your childhood thoughts. And so if you had a sibling that you got along with really well, you ain't seen him in 20 years, but you hung out with him one time, y'all immediately start kikiing like y'all ain't never must missed a beat. Everything, even when you talk to your mom as a big adult, you still like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Yeah. Even though you way bigger than your mama. Yeah. And so with siblings, like if me and my sibling had like a contentious relationship or we didn't talk that much, we still cool. No matter when I get around them, if everything was vibing, I still might be like, yeah, hey, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. What up? You know what I'm saying? You just can't help but go back to the thing you used to do, even though you years past it, emotionally, mentally, and everything. You could be fully healed, but somebody or a person can take you back to a spot in your past, and you still be like, I guess I'm still a 10-year-old brother. What's up, man?
My oldest brother, when Shabazz was in jail, Shabazz was in and out of jail. You know this. He got out of jail. One year he was in jail, and we had said, like, all the brothers came together, like, all right, he's getting out soon. You know, we got to talk to him about this and that. And I was like, yo, man, we're not doing this no more, man. I'm not doing this no more with him. Like, yo, bro, if you ain't gonna straighten, I'm talking to my other brothers. If he ain't gonna straighten his life out, man, we're just gonna let that. We got to let him go. We can't just keep doing this all the time. And he gets out. We be so excited, and then he goes back. And yo, we deserve better than this. Like, we can't keep doing this. Right. And I remember Chrissy saying, so you're gonna have this conversation when he gets out? And I was like, absolutely. And he got out and they drove to the block and he got out the car and man, I cried and ran and grabbed him and hugged him like it was crazy. It was my big brother, my hero, man. I had to act the same way I always did.
Yeah, you weren't mad no more.
I was not mad. I was so happy to see him.
My brother. Yeah.
Salute, King. Yes, indeed. All love.
I just learned something interesting like 20 minutes ago. He went to college with your sister.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember I said in Dallas.
I said Road Parish. Yes.
No, we did discuss that.
Yeah.
Last time we did
together in Dallas.
Right. I had to put 2 and 2 together real quick. Yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen. He might not come when you call, but he always on time. It's not Jesus. It's Road Parish.
Never on schedule, always on time. Yeah,
Road Parish in the building.
Hey, I appreciate the invite. I wouldn't have missed it, but you guys live out here. You know how LA traffic is, and it is what it is.
He hit me yesterday, like, yo, I'm in town. I'm like, come to the podcast. He was like, I'll be right there. So, you know.
I love it.
And just to put it in perspective, you know where I came from, right?
Where?
Take a guess.
The 405.
Go a little bit further than that.
Woo. Long Beach?
Malibu.
Nah, the opposite direction. Oxnard, California.
Oxnard, my God.
So yeah. Do I get a pass now?
Yeah, you get a pass.
Okay, then, thank you.
Oxnard,
you know what? I wouldn't have been mad if you would have said, fuck that podcast.
Oxnard, that's about 2 hours. You probably, 2 hours?
It was a stretch. Cowboys training camp this time of year.
That's right.
In Dallas currently, the Dallas Cowboys are a pretty big deal, and you know how they go.
Yeah. Right now, they're a big deal. Week 3, they'll be over.
They work out up here somewhere, huh?
Yeah.
Oxnard, California.
Interesting.
I do not endorse the Dallas Cowboys in anything they do.
It's just a job.
It's just a job. Right.
All right, good. So we can jump right in right there. So people that don't know should know, but some of you probably don't know. Ro and I and Ben Lyons hosted a show for NBATV.com for 2 seasons called The Warm Up. Some people call it The Warm Up Show.
Like Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq would never say The Warm Up. You're The Warm Up Show. Like, nigga, it's not The Warm Up Show. It's The Warm Up. So here's the funny. I don't know if you remember this. So they brought us in for auditions, right? They paired everybody. It was like 20, 30 people.
A lot of people in there that day.
And they would pair people up. Okay, Tony and Skylar Diggins, you guys go in and read. And Ro and this person goes in and read.
Yep.
And they pair us 2 up.
Okay.
And one of the questions was what was it? It was if you could, what's the crazy, actually your partner a crazy question about sports, related to sports, something like that, remember?
I mean, he asked me, he started this, you might not remember this, so.
And then I don't remember. So I remember my question was, who would you rather talk to about your side chick? Derek Fisher or D'Angelo Russell? Now, at the time, Derek Fisher was dating his teammate's
His
ex-wife.
Yeah,
on the low. And Swaggy P was talking about one of his side chicks, and D'Angelo Russell had recorded him and posted it on social media. So they were both in the light for like being shady dudes. Yikes. And I was like, which one would you rather talk to about your side chick? And one of the producers is watching from the control center, and she says, "Oh, he's getting this job. He's getting this job." She told me later on after I got the job, after I was hired, like, can I tell you what sealed the deal for you? And I'm like, what's up? When you said Swaggy P, or when you said, would you rather talk to D'Angelo Russell or Derek Fisher about your side chick? I was like, he's hired. But what they did is, I know you remember this. Yeah. They told us separately we had the job. Right. And then said, don't tell anybody else. Don't tell anybody, because we haven't finished, I guess they hadn't finished casting. Right. And we ran into each other. And I had already been told I got the job. And he had already been told he had the job.
And y'all didn't tell each other.
So I'm like, yo, how'd that audition go? And he's like, yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Right. It's cool. How'd it go for you? I'm like, yeah, man, it was good.
Following the rules. Yeah, I can't say that.
Yeah, so the whole time I'm knowing I got the job, he knowing he got the job too. Like, yeah, it was pretty good, man. So, we'll see what happens. So good luck with that, bro. He's like, yeah, good luck to you too, bro.
Ironically, it was out here in Los Angeles.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you had done a show or something that night, and you actually invited me out.
I did All Deaf with Russell.
Bingo. I wasn't going to say his name, but shouts out to Russell Simmons.
Shout out to Russell. I didn't know if that was allowed. Of course. We got to shout out Russell.
Shout out to the legend Russell Simmons. Of course. I don't know if it was politically correct, but I love Russell.
Shout out Russell.
Okay, Russell, that's the homie.
Oh, yeah, of course.
The homie. That's the legend.
The water?
I got water. Okay. Thank you, though. Yeah. But nah, that's all. Everything that he's saying is accurate. I actually have video somewhere of that night with you on stage, because you shouted me out because I was in the audience, and like it was unexpected. You were talking about the show that you auditioned for, and you said something like, one of my mans that auditioned with me is in the building tonight. Yeah. So he shouted me out. So I appreciate that. That was love. Yeah. Even though we didn't admit that we both knew.
Oh, so you still, that night you still didn't know?
No, but like we knew each other like from the audition, and I was still living in Los Angeles at the time. So like, and we vibed at the actual audition, so it was good. Like even if we didn't get it, we still would have been locked in.
Okay. Yeah. But when was that? When was that moment? We said, oh, wait, you got the job here. That moment.
It wasn't on set, was it?
Nah, it wasn't.
It was like maybe a week before when they started flying people out and getting travel arrangements together. Because remember, I was touring, so I would fly in on Thursday, do the show, and fly out Friday morning, right back on the road. So they were like, we're going to work around your schedule and everything. It was super dope. Yeah. And Ben Lyons was the other of the three amigos. Ben was working in New York in radio. What was he working?
At the time, I can't remember. I know he was working at E! News. He was on there talent for E! News for a while. And I can't remember if he was in LA at that point or New York, because he goes back and forth in between. So yeah.
But they were both working in sports radio. And I was just like, my sister knew the girl that was putting the show together and was like, yeah, we'll bring him in. So when I got this show, I was like, oh shit. But I always dreamed I've always dreamed about being a sportscaster as a kid. So I could say for 2 seasons, I was a sportscaster.
He was in there. We had fun with it.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
Great time.
This was just on Twitter, right?
No, it was on NBATV.com.
Well, NBA TV.
It was on Twitter, and it was on NBA TV. It really wasn't done properly, but this was at the beginning when they were still figuring out how they were going to stream content on social media. We were the first guinea pigs. They figured it out now.
It could have been so much bigger.
It could have been.
Right.
Could have been real big.
I'm just asking because
Twitter was hot back then, though. Twitter was like the service.
Oh yeah, because everyone was trying to go live, and that other one, Periscope.
Yeah.
So I was asking because I know you just because you stop by on tour and stuff like that.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I didn't know all this stuff about it. I was trying to prepare myself. I was like, let me see if I can get some of the old episodes or whatever. I was like, where is it?
Good question.
Yeah. That's I was like, where is it?
Nah, I don't even know if I have any of that.
I mean, we were in the rehearsals, in the auditions, and they would set us up with what the questions were, and we had to, when they would say go, we would have to act like we coming out of a break. Like, okay, you're gonna talk about this in this segment and go. And I was like, I was like, I'm not gonna get this shit. Cause he was like, okay, Tony, you're gonna set this one up and it's gonna be this question. And I was like, all right, so you want me to just start talking about it? Like, and he was like, I mean, just set it up. But I was like, oh shit. Later on, I realized, we supposed to be coming out of break. And then he did it, and they was like, let him set one up. He was like, yo, we here, we back on the warm-up, it's rock and roll. And I was like, rock and roll. God damn it, this nigga's good. I was like, this nigga's good. He said rock and roll. And I was like, he gonna get this goddamn job. This nigga, I left like, I ain't gonna get that shit, but he gonna get it.
Nah, man. Again, everything that he said was accurate. Nah, I hit that. Pause. I set that up nicely. Nah, because I was like, I already knew. Like the funny thing is, he might not remember this. We actually met in Dallas. I used to DJ a long time ago.
Yeah, we're gonna get to all of that. We're gonna get to all that.
Okay. But I already knew and like already had love and respect for him. So I wanted to make sure I played it up and made that like that chemistry come across because I wanted him to get the gig. Because like out of everybody in the room, I was vibing with him. I was vibing with Skylar. I don't know if I was vibing with Ben. Like I really didn't know Ben.
I was vibing with Skylar.
Everybody wanted to vibe with Skylar. But I was like, I want Tony to get the gig because I want us to be able to work together. So I was like, let me make sure I make him, feel comfortable while we're on camera.
Right.
My man, come on.
My brother. Okay, so now we're going to start right there. So you've been in sports radio for a long time.
Sports radio.
Sports TV, sports.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Like whether we talk about television, radio, film. Thank you for my acting coach classes
yes.
online on the phone. So I've done damn near everything in this industry except play on the court.
How did it all start?
I broke my ankle in high school. Shouts out to DeSoto High School. That's where I'm from.
Football?
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. I played on a football team that had 5 players go to the NFL.
Wow.
So we had a plethora of talent on our roster. Shouts out to Tatum Bell, Casey Prentice, Ellis Hobbs, Marcus Tubbs, and Patrick Creighton. All those dudes went on to have great professional careers, but broke my ankle. It was pretty much over. So I was like, I still want to be involved. So what I started doing is I started making highlight tapes for my teammates.
Oh, wow.
So, and this is back when. This ain't like now where you
This is camcorder on your shoulder type.
Oh, no. I wasn't going that far.
Okay.
I would get the footage from the coaches.
Okay.
And then I would hook a VCR up to another VCR and then hook it up to a tape deck. So I'm putting music on their highlight films.
Wow.
So and this was back like before you could do it easy. Like I'm really having to set this up to where it's like rigged perfectly. And I give them their VHS tape and then they can go submit it off or show it to their mom or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So that's where it started. And then also everybody with the high school and like had to write papers, right? Visual aid. Every time I had a visual aid, it would be me with a camcorder like on set giving my report. And that's how I presented it in class.
Oh, okay.
So so it was like, I got creative with it. We had TVs in our classes, so I would like, hook the VCR up and be like, okay, this is my presentation. This is, me. I would be talking to the class and I would reference myself on the video.
Nice.
Like I was doing all that stuff back then in high school.
And somebody saw this and offered you a job? Or
Nah.
I'm saying, how did you get into all of it?
Okay, so ended up going to college, North Texas, which is, Denton, Texas. Yeah,
Okay,
one of the best multimedia programs in the nation. And they basically throw you in there and let you do everything from the minute you walk in. I don't know how they do it now, but back in the day, you usually would have to go to school for like 2 years. Then they would let you get on the radio. Then they would let you get on the school television station. From freshman year, they're like, hey, whatever you want to do, go ahead and jump in. And I dove the fuck in and I was like, let's get it. So it was on radio. I was on radio. I did like 3 different television shows. I was also interning with the Dallas Mavericks and the local ABC affiliate. So I was like balls deep in. Like I was like, this is what I'm going to fucking do. Yeah.
I love it. So he's 18, 19.
Somewhere in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Were you around during the finals year? What was that 06? Is that what he went to?
I was around for that. Yeah. I was around for that. We won't talk about that. I was around for 2011. We can talk about that.
Oh, nice.
And the championship.
I know the term. Okay, that's
and
fire.
the championship ring that I do have from the Dallas Mavericks. Shouts out to Mark Cuban. Shouts out to Dirk. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, shouts out to Dirk. Shouts out to Sean Marion. Shouts out to Jet Terry, that whole roster. Brendan Haywood, all those dudes.
Wow.
Man, you got to, oh, shit.
You knew that, though.
Did you see the Eagles ring, the new ring?
Yeah, it's pissing on mine.
Sick.
Oh, man.
Yo, did you see the new Eagles ring?
It's getting competitive more and more every year.
The Philadelphia so backstory. Fox not really a sports guy.
I got some questions about that, but go ahead.
Okay.
Like the Eagles who?
Hilarious.
Eagles won the Super Bowl.
They play in Alabama, right?
The ring has wings on it that open up.
No way.
Open like doors on a car.
Yeah.
The ring itself.
The wings, the wings are on the ring like that, and they
the wings
open
on the
up
rings.
like that.
Yeah.
What's inside?
It's yellow,
More
it's green diamond.
More
right?
Dancing.
It's crazy, bro.
They look like a Power Ranger ring.
It's
like,
the best. It's the best Super Bowl ring so far. They get better every year, but this was the best one.
Yeah, it's
wow.
ridiculous.
And you have one from the Mavericks.
From the Mavericks, 2011.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the year when we almost got into that fight with the dude? Because they didn't win that year.
What does that have to do with?
I'm just saying.
The Mavericks won that year?
The Mavericks won the championship that year.
Yeah.
Were we fighting over that?
We weren't fighting over that. We almost got into an altercation.
I remember the altercation.
It's past the statutes of limitations.
But how do you correlate it with the...
Because you said Mavericks won the championship.
Yeah.
And I remember we were playing Dallas and they won that year. That's why that was so long.
They won in Miami though, right?
They
won in Miami. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I'm just saying that.
Were you in Texas when that fight was about to happen?
Yeah, we were in Texas.
Oh, got it.
We were in Texas, but they won that year.
Okay.
What was your question about not being a sports guy?
Oh, well, I was gonna ask, like, how do you get into that? Like, how do you? I'm not gonna ask how to do it. How did you? Let me say it like this. I did some research. You are a music guy.
Love music.
Okay, so anytime you were conversing with sports, you always incorporate music talk into it.
Yeah.
So how did you use that? And that's kind of like how that made your career in sports journalism. Like you always have a music edge to it. So
both careers always scratch each other's back, whether I was DJing or being on television. Like when I finally got into the game, I was working in Dallas for the Mavericks as their team DJ and as their in-arena host / team magazine show host. So I'm doing both there, but then I'm also doing stuff for the Dallas Cowboys as a specialty reporter, and all the players mess with me because I'm in the club DJing. So when I come with them, with a microphone, they know I'm not about to try to get no BS. Like they know I'm coming to them and they can relate to me and they can trust me. So they're going to be more willing to answer my questions and rock with me.
Right. You're not just the reporter guy. You're
I'm not trying to dig dirt. I'm not trying to expose you. I'm trying to come in there and have good vibes and like make you laugh and like, make you think a little bit and have fun with it.
Okay. Because I saw
they can sit there comfortably with their white girls and not worry about him asking about their wives and children on the way and stuff like that.
Yeah. I saw some of the videos. I was like, okay, he in the thick of it. So that's your plug in.
I would like to say I'm trusted. I'm trusted by because they know I'm not on no BS. I've never done anybody dirty. I'm never snitched. Just like you see what you get, and I'm gonna be a real one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
DJ, were you a DJ first, and then
not necessarily. I broke my first turntable at 10 years old, scratching Lottie Dottie back in the day. And my uncle was a DJ. He had turntables in a room when he lived with us. So I always dabbled with it, but I never took it seriously until I got out of college and got the right bread to get my equipment. Because that was the problem. I never could get my own equipment. I was always having to use somebody else's. Right. So like around 2004, I got my equipment started. I practiced for about a year and my crib didn't come out. Like I wanted to be right. And then when I came out, that's when everything started to take off.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah. Nice. Now I know this, but because it happened from the warm-up, I'm assuming we got in good with Shaq.
Yeah, we did.
You got in really good with Shaq.
Yeah, I did.
And started touring with Shaq.
I did. Yeah. Now, Shaq is the homie. Again, there's a Dallas connection. Shouts out to Cat Daddy. He is in Dallas, one of the greatest on-air personalities ever to do it. K104, super talented. Should have been out here in LA a long time ago. That's another story for another day. But Cat Daddy's from Baton Rouge. Okay. Shaq went to LSU in Baton Rouge. So they got connected way back in the day. So back in, I don't know, 04, 05, somewhere, I was working in radio with Cat Daddy. Shaq came to town. Shaq needed a favor. I was able to assist him with that favor. He remembered it. Years later, Cat Daddy reminded him, hey, by the way, Rose about to come start working with you. That's the dude that helped you with such and such and such and such. And he was like, oh. So from that moment, we were locked in.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like we should know what that favor was.
It's not past the statute of limitations.
You took heat.
Nah. I just helped him out with a situation, and he was appreciative of me helping him out with that situation.
Well, that's what's up.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, because I saw the battle. I saw one of the battles y'all did online.
Oh yeah.
I was trying my best. I was like, we see, because you so cool. I was like, okay, he got some content out there. Man, y'all did y'all battling back and forth.
Nah, man. I think I might be one of the only people, if not the only person, to do a song with Shaq, get in a rap battle with Shaq, be tackled by Shaq, be dunked on by Shaq, and to be paid handsomely and go on tour with Shaq. I might be the only person. All those things are well documented.
Good for you, man.
The tour was his DJ tour, right?
What's that?
The tour was that when Shaq was DJing in like Vegas and all that stuff?
Yeah, he's still doing it now. Yeah,
he would go with him.
Yeah,
oh, wow. Got it. I remember I was at, what's that club in Vegas with the Eiffel
Drake?
Tower?
Oh, I don't know.
Shaq at the top of that motherfucker DJing one night. And I was just like, Shaq
right.
up there?
Yeah.
They were long ass line. I was like,
what, the Paris?
Yeah, like I was like, I think I was standing there or drinking there, and they were just like, Shaq's upstairs DJing. That's why the line's so long. I'm like, Shaquille O'Neal was DJing? Like, it was crazy. I was like, I'm not getting that line. I did still go up there. I went up. The line was long as, let me get the back of his line and see what's going on. Like, it was so long. So
he's out of here now. DJ
crazy.
Diesel, he's out of here.
DJ Diesel.
He no longer has a need for a hype man because he figured out how to do it himself. So yeah.
Wow.
Plus, like I'll just keep it a buck. Again, we work together professionally. So one of the higher ups, that same higher up that said, "Oh, that's amazing that you came up with that. You're getting hired." That same higher up came to Shaq and said, "Listen, you're gonna get your boy fired." Because I was wilding out on stage with Shaq. Like I'm pouring like drinks in chicks' mouths like it's all on video. I'm thinking it's cool because I'm like, you guys know that I do this already. I've been doing this before, but in the position that I was in, because when they brought us on, they hired, Tony and Ben, but they said, we want you to move to Atlanta, do the Twitter show, but we also want to make you a talent on the NBA TV.
Right.
So it was a different, situation. So
he had to uphold an image.
Yeah.
I can do my 30 minutes and I'm like, yo, give my check, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a plane, I gotta go curse at white people tomorrow in Cleveland. They were fine with that. But Roe was the image. Yeah. So I'm like, oh man. And they put the kibosh on you.
They was like, nah, you can't do that anymore. And Shaq was like, listen, I'm trying to save you from yourself. Like, I know you want to do this.
He was chest naked pouring liquor on white girls. And then back in the studio, like, welcome to the warm-up. They're like, nah, nigga, this ain't how we want to sell the warm-up.
Okay. Yeah, I mean he's not wrong. Like there's still footage out there of me wilding out, and it is what it is. I had a great time. I'm forever grateful and appreciative to the people that put me on at Turner and to Shaq for allowing me to come on the tour and fly on a private plane and do it. That was a great moment in time, but it could only last for so long.
Yeah, that's kind of how I look at the warm up. I look at the warm up like, yo, right. And I mean, like, with all sincerity, I thoroughly enjoyed working there for 2 years. I was like, I get to talk sports. Yeah. I got my own little segments out of it. Yeah. We were so close, me, him, and Ben. It was like, yo, this is like a fam. We still fam. We still fam.
Oh, yeah, we still text.
And it was like, yo, for 2 years, I got to literally live a dream. Right. And they had the pool table outside the room. I would just shoot the show and then go shoot pool with whoever went to play and then like go party that night, eat.
We would always, that Thursday night, we would always link
BQE.
up. And shouts out to Tony Rock, okay? Like I said, we was already locked in, but Tony has a crew in Atlanta that embraced me as soon as I moved in and was like, if you down with rock, you are down with us. So shouts out to Sleepy.
Shout out to Kurt. Shout out to Jay Anthony.
Kiki. So
Kiki, love you.
Yeah, like shouts out to them because they embraced me, and we got every Thursday.
We had a time. Time was had.
Okay. Yes,
a time was had.
There's footage out there.
There's footage.
When you cut to that footage, it's me chest naked pulling
Atlanta, there's like a running theme. Fox, put that camera down.
Yo, we be in the club and this motherfucker like, I'm like, yo, what you doing? And you're like, we in Atlanta. Put that shit in.
I'm seeing me with the phone down.
We outside. Yo, do that in St. Louis, bro.
I'm not even seeing him.
Wait, so now we on sports. I want to just, like I told Fox earlier, like, yo, you so well vast and so knowledgeable when it comes to sports, and so connected to Dallas in particular.
Yeah.
We have to not be so funny right now, but Deion.
Oh yeah.
Like we want to address that, and
man,
I know you guys are super close. Like one of my idols watching football as a kid growing up. Like, man, that guy's tripping. I think him and Bo Jackson. I think Deion Sanders and Bo Jackson are the greatest athletes ever.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
Ever.
Yeah.
And the fact that you guys have actually formed a friendship is like, to me, I lived vicariously through you. Like, yo, to be Deion Sanders' friend, the stories and the stuff you probably hear and you're around.
Can I just say this?
Go right ahead.
Imagine being in a room like this and you're sitting here minding your own business and Prime is sitting right there where you're sitting and he's on the phone with Bo Jackson.
Wow.
Discussing, clowning each other on how he got you better in this game on this day, and Bo saying my shoulder still hurts from trying to catch that triple, and but just being basically being a fly on the wall to hear that conversation. But I preface it like this: I love Deion Sanders. He has done so much for me personally and professionally. I grew up idolizing him as a player, wanted to be. Exactly. They called me Baby Deion. I played defensive back, you know, and all that. Wore number 2, had the headband around my neck, like all that. I wanted to be prime. You couldn't tell me I was not prime. Later on in life, we end up working together because I got the opportunity to DJ on his show. It was a one-time shot to audition, and I went on there, did what I do. And I said, shout out to DeSoto. And he was like, oh, you from the crib? Because at that time, he was living in Cedar Hill, which is right down the street from DeSoto. Down the street, yep. So after the show, he saw me do my thing. And I was like, you know, you think I got a shot? And he looked at me with that smile and a little ding on his teeth. He said, ding. He was like, dog, what's the name of the show? And the name of the show is Game Day Prime. So obviously, he made the call. And I was able to ball. I stayed on the show for the next 2 seasons, got to travel with him to the Super Bowl. He also gave me an opportunity to travel with him on a Under Armour tour. We was, you know, coaching kids in camps. So that was like a good 3-year run where I'm able to just be in the midst of prime and everything that is prime. So I'm still ingratiated with the program. You know, he calls me family. I keep in contact with, and let me keep it a buck. Like, I'm not best friends with Prime. I don't want to get it misconstrued. Like we text each other and we're talking every day. No, he has a million people that he is responsible for as far as the team, players, coaches, all that. And then his team and his family. Like, he has a lot of people, but I do make sure I hit him up. Hey, I'm praying for you. And I've been doing that for, especially since he's experienced all these health issues for the last couple of years, just making sure I consistently check on him, tell his former teammates, hey, make sure you reach out to Prime. But to address everything that's happening, I'm so glad that he's okay. I saw him last month and my intuition told me something wasn't right just from knowing how he carries himself. And we have been talking, some of his former teammates, like, you know, we think that he's just kind of upset and hurt because of everything that happened with Shador. And I was like, okay. But then when I got around him, I was like, nah, it's something more than that. So this is, again, like a month ago. And if you've ever been around Deion Sanders, he clearly has a presence. His aura enters the room. And you know, like, you know immediately that it's a different feel of the way the wind feels in the room. Everything's different. That wasn't there when I saw him. Like, he was kind of like very subdued, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, something's not right. But anyway, we hear the news. They have the press conference. Bladder's been removed. No more cancer. He's still on the recovery. He's not 100%, but he's getting there. And I'm just so elated to hear that he is healthy. And because I love my mom and my dad, obviously. But if there's anybody that is close to a father figure, that is Deion Sanders. Like, you know, dude, can you imagine sitting in your crib in Atlanta, you minding your own business, and this dude calls you and says, hey, dog, I've been watching you. I'm proud of you. Like, wow, bro, what? And he would do that periodically, just from seeing me on television and NBA TV or TNT or whatever. Dude, to hear your child role model call you and say, bro, I'm proud of you. Like, keep doing your thing. You know, Prime got me the acting role.
Really?
So, quick story. Again, me and Prime aren't super tight, but we do keep in contact. I'm sitting in my crib in the A one night, minding my own business. I get a FaceTime from Prime. I'm like, okay. I answer it. Hey, dog, hold on. Okay. I hold on because it's Prime. Clicks back over. Hey, Ro, good to meet you. My name is Tracy. This is Tracy Edmonds. At the time they were dating. That was his former fiance. We have a role that we're very interested in having you play on a scripted show called Games People Play. Do you have any interest in this role? Come again, say what you want. Where do I sign up? Do I need to audition? Like, what do I need to do? So anyway, long story short, I got the role. Obviously, it was a loosely based character of myself on a scripted basketball dramatic drama show or whatever. I think I was on 5 or 6 of the 8 episodes. Got to change my lines up a little, sides, pardon me. Got to alter my sides, but I got that opportunity because of my great relationship with Deion Sanders, who you will never in your life hear me say anything bad about ever in life.
Man, that's awesome, man. Now, are those still out there, the Games People Play?
Yes, you can find those right now on BET Plus. They're streaming.
I love the plug. I love it.
Man, that's so powerful, man. Like, I remember playing football. I wanted to be Deion.
Yep.
And whenever a receiver would run the out route,
yep,
I would always cut it because I always wanted to get the interception, right?
Yeah.
So they would go, yo, just run the out and up because he's going to cut every time. And I would tell safeties like, yo, listen, you got to cover my back, man, because I'm cutting this shit. Yo, you can't get an interception every time. I'm like, bro, I got to get this pick. I got to dance to the end zone. And they would run out and ups, and I'd be on the 10-yard line. This motherfucker's at the 50. I'm like, I'm not catching him. Like, so I would stop and watch the ball. Like, yeah, he gonna catch that. Yeah, he out of here with that one. I wanted to be Deion, man. I wanted to be Prime.
We all love Prime, man. And I'm gonna say this last thing before we leave it alone. There's a lot of people out there that say what they say about Prime. They might have negative things to say, or he's too flashy, he's too arrogant. I have never, ever in my life, ever met someone that actually knows Prime, that's ever said anything negative about him. I run into his former teammates while I'm out, people that know, oh, you know Prime, because I put my wristband on. I usually always wear it as I had it in my pocket earlier, but I'm always going to rep for Prime because I love what he does when it comes to being a father, to instilling confidence in young men and building men. So anytime I see someone that knows Prime, it's always a good interaction because they light up immediately. Oh, I love Prime. He's the best. So anybody out there that doesn't know him, just shut your mouth because you don't know.
Doesn't like him, doesn't know him.
They don't understand him. They don't know him. They know nothing about him. They never had a conversation with him and never will have a conversation with him.
Right.
I think that's funny. He just said, not funny, but the last thing you just said about him being a father, instilling confidence. I don't think people realize how much that matters more than teaching skill or foundation. Like instilling confidence in a person or a child is something they can't lose because it was trained to them as if it was doctrine, right? Versus it being like, you can lose a jab step or footwork on football, but when you teach somebody confidence, they can't unlearn that. Yeah. So they'll go through every year of their life thinking like, what's this new task? For sure I can learn it, for sure. And you're like, why are you so confident? Because that's just how I was raised. They don't realize that they are uncomfortably confident to most other people, but I just never understood why people are like, yo, when somebody believes in themselves, why are you stopping them from believing in themselves?
Hey.
Like,
they don't believe in themselves.
Exactly. You're just showing your insecurity when somebody's like, I can learn it, I can do it.
Don't let my confidence offend your insecurities. Facts. That is a line from Prime, and he lives that and he breathes that.
Oh, wow. Look, two points. Yeah. 2 points to everything you just said. Like, I'm such a fan. I still, like, little bits and pieces, he'll say something in an interview, and I'm like, okay, I have to apply that to my life.
Yeah.
He said that every decision I make is based on my babies. Every decision I make is based on my babies. If you make decisions based on your babies, you will never make the wrong decision in life. Wow. And he said that shit, and I swear that day I said, okay, that's what we're doing. Every decision is based on Charleston. Everything, moving, buying, selling, touring. Okay, how's this gonna affect my baby? He going to a new school now. He going to school right around the corner from my house. Like, that's the school he's going. I went and had to go through the curriculum and take the tour and everything. Okay, he can do this, and they have this for my child, and it's dual language, and he can learn Spanish, and they have tutors. And my baby's going here. That's the decision. He said that, and I was like, bro, this motherfucker is talking to me right now.
Yes.
That's number one. Number two, you said he's so confident and instills confidence in young men and builds them up and speaks life into them. And you know why people don't like that? Because they don't like any black men that do that.
Preach.
Unless you're coaching football. Unless you're coaching, sending men to us to make money off of, do it. But in any other forum, they will kill you. Malcolm X is just as brash and cocky as Deion Sanders. He just didn't coach football.
Or they'll banish you like Muhammad Ali.
Right.
Oh,
or they'll send you. They're going to do away with you.
Yeah.
If Deion was running for office, he'd be dead talking like that. But he coaches
shot
football,
at a few times.
So it's like, yo, let him just do his thing because he's sending money to us.
Yeah, I never thought about it.
You can't be that brash and cocky and not have haters and people that's just going to be trying to be detractors.
That's an even trade for them.
Yeah,
it's like, well, as long as he's coaching the football.
What about me makes you think that I care about what you got to say about me? I was like, talk your shit.
Hey, Prom is the mix of a preacher and a pimp. And a coach. That mouthpiece spits, boy, and like, hey, he says something, boy. It hits you, you know. He was blessed with that, and that's a gift that he gives to everybody every day.
Now, did you go to Prime 21 back in the day?
I wasn't old enough to go to Primetime 21.
Oh.
I know where it is. I know exactly
where
it was. Yeah, I know where it was.
Oh yeah. He had a
so
nightclub.
It was a club in Dallas called Primetime 21. He
owned it?
Yeah. When he got to Dallas, it was ironically, I mentioned my cousin, my uncle that was a DJ who lived with us. Okay. He DJ'd at the club before it was Primetime 21.
I forgot what it was.
It was the same spot, and it was if you know anything about Dallas. Same building, it rotates out every other 2 years. Yeah.
Every club we go like, wasn't we here before?
Yeah. And they just, paint something on it, make it a new name.
Repaint it.
Yeah. So it was like two clubs before that, and then it became Primetime 21 for the duration that he was in Dallas, and then he left and it became something else. But I wasn't old enough to go back in the day.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because that's my introduction to my adult life in Dallas.
Oh, you went to Primetime 21?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I was there. I mean, clubbing. In my 20s.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
That make it sound so fun.
but back then clubbing was fun.
Yeah, and plus Deion Sanders. Was up here.
It was his club.
It was his club.
It was his club. Yeah.
I'm talking. There was no face cards. There was no Tony Rock face card available. So I'm in that line. I'm in that line.
Yep.
I'm in there, trying to party at that club, man. But I remember that. So that was like, late 90s.
Yep. Sounds about right. Yeah.
Late 90s. And I don't remember because when he left, it's like, okay.
Yeah, it was a wrap after that.
Yeah, it was a wrap. I think it's probably like sell carpet or paint or something like that. I don't know what they.
Now, Primetime fun fact, during that time, he was actually signed to Death Row Records as an artist.
Because he came out with that song.
Wait, Must Be the Money was Death Row?
No. This was after that. This was after the first album. This is
with Hammer.
Him and Hammer was there. Hammer was on Death Row, and then Prime was also an artist on Death Row.
Yeah,
never put anything out, but yeah.
Yeah, the room changed around when he showed up to the club, to his own club. It's like, oh man, Deion here tonight. That kind of. They didn't care about the DJs. Deion here tonight. But I remember those times.
What's next? What's okay? Acting.
Yep.
DJing. Acting. Check.
Yep.
DJing. Check.
Yep.
Tours around the world. Check. Hosting.
Broadcasting.
Commentary. Broadcasting. Check. What's the thing that you say? What's still out there for you? That you say I got to conquer that?
Nothing, like nothing else. Nothing left to gain. Nothing left to accomplish. I'm messing up this quote. I'm messing it up real bad because I had it ready and I lost it.
Okay, wait. I can add more to that. Proud Papa.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Family man.
Yeah. So career wise. Nothing left to prove, plenty left to accomplish. That's what I was trying to say. Nothing left to prove because I've done everything. I feel like every goal has been attained for what I wanted to do in my career. I've worked at every network. I've done all that. Now it's like, okay, what else can I do just to have fun and add to the list?
Mm-hmm.
So, but put that aside. Now the most important thing, like you mentioned it, is, like you have Charleston. I have my 2 kids and I want to make sure everything that I do is for them. Sometimes it's a tough sacrifice, like being able to, or having to travel and be away from them, but that's part of it. And just to pull back the curtain, like my daughter she's at the point now to where she's a little bit older, so she understands things. And she was very upset that I was gone from her for so long. Because I was living in LA, Chicago, Atlanta. She had never been used to me living in the same city as her. From the moment she was born, I was gone pursuing my career. And it's a sacrifice and it ended up being beneficial on many levels, but it was a detriment to my personal relationship with my daughter. And she let that be known. So, we're working through it. Like there's no blueprint to being a perfect parent. You just got to be present and figure it out. But it's definitely tough, and I'm definitely trying to do what I can to be a better parent.
How old is she now?
11.
11. Yeah. One time we were on set and she was sick. And her mother called and was like, she won't take her medicine. And she's thinking like dad's going to take the phone and take the reins and get this done. And he goes, hey, hey. And I'm like, but this is before Charleston, so I'm like, okay, so you never really know, huh? You just don't know. You just gotta wing it. You just wing it. I guess that's what you do. Hey,
that worked in person. In person, it works. On the FaceTime, not so much. You know,
he ain't even here. No,
like, I ain't taking this medicine.
doing it.
Nah.
He ain't here.
Hey, I'm like, I'm waiting to hear some gems. Like, come on, man, what are we doing? Hey.
I mean, to keep it a buck, at the time she was 3. So
Fair.
I mean, yeah. So it's a little bit different, but yeah. Hey, it doesn't work anymore.
Hey, doesn't work.
Are you guys in the same city now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just one daughter, and you said it had another.
Yeah, I got a son. I haven't really put that out there publicly, but
no, I swear, bro. I was wanted to ask you before you came in. Like, are we talking about that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But now I got a son now, so yeah.
Okay.
Months.
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
My bad.
Okay.
No,
so,
you good. No, it's all good.
I
I put it out there before you said anything.
There you go.
okay, so about I'm gonna give you a little rewind for myself. All right, so when I met your sister, it was actually pretty cool in college. And
trying to smooth some shit over?
No, I wasn't. No.
See. When I met your sister,
I wasn't that cool in college. But I had met her very early on.
This is the cool version of you now? He said I wasn't that cool. Like, this is the pimp now. I think I grew into this.
We're getting sidetracked.
Understand, what do you think he
doesn't know? You see today was not always.
Is this something that you can take to the grave? Like, don't
it's almost unrelated to where I was going. This is so unnecessary to
Yo.
Yeah, y'all done it.
I wasn't slick as a can of grease back then, brother.
Okay. I'll give you
that.
I don't even know how we got there. The whole point I was just making was that in terms of who I knew. So, but I remember meeting
his sister.
Jay's sister. And it was a wedding of some sort. I can't remember whose wedding it was, but I met Jay's mom, Jewel.
Yep.
Yeah, so I met her. I think I met your dad. And so, but then shortly after, I remember something cool happened. Like one of the wings or something at the college was named after him.
Yeah.
At the Pops. And so I was like, okay, this dude does work. So I was like, how? Now I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, yo, so growing up, if a guy, obviously your family works hard and has success. What impression does that have on you when you're trying to pursue things? Is that like an instilling confidence thing, or is it competitive? Like,
it's more so competitive. The second part. Nah,
wait, hold up. Before you answer that, I'm sorry. Your pops has a wing at Purdue?
Yes.
It was something.
Well, he doesn't have a wing. He has the Roland Parish engineer. What is it? It's a library. It's an entire building
at Purdue.
At Purdue.
Oh,
he also has one at Fisk. Also.
Oh wow.
HBCU.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some Black history right
there.
Yeah.
It's
now listen, man. Let me just say this. My dad has done some amazing things in his career. And when you say competitive, that's probably his middle name because he is ultra competitive. He is the epitome of a driven, consistent, persistent person that just wants to, kill you when it comes to business, but he's also has a great heart as far as philanthropy goes. But to answer your question, it was tough growing up because he was so massive.
Yeah.
I have this thing where I like having, and I probably should turn into a podcast, but I like having conversations with the offspring of people that have had success. Like I had a conversation with Ken Griffey Jr.'s son one time.
Okay.
I talked to Michael Jordan's son briefly one time, just to kind of gauge.
What's up, bro?
Damn.
How can I help you?
Have you talked with Magic's son?
Never met Magic's son, but we'll just move on from that one. But no, just certain people that have had success, having conversation with their offspring to see if there's similar feelings of growing up in a household where you have, in a sense, pressure to have that much success. I got asked all my life, so when are you going to take over the family business? When are you going to, take over the restaurants? Your dad has this empire set up. When are you going to step in? And my sister got asked the same questions. Neither one of us really wanted to pursue that because we got burnt out early because dad being the person he is, he put us in the stores and we were working. So that really
run the shop.
Yeah, we got burned out on McDonald's early, so we really wanted no parts of it by the time we got older. But all that being said, like, we saw his hustle. We saw his work ethic, consistently getting up every day. Again, sacrifice. We didn't really get to see dad a lot because he was busy protecting and providing for us with the businesses to make sure we could have a crib, make sure we can go get the nice clothes and all that. So, like, I didn't like it growing up, kind of like the way my daughter felt a way towards me. But once I got older, had kids, I was like, I understand it now. Like I get it now.
That kind of was what made me think of that. I was like, yo, when your parents are high achievers, busy people, there is a sacrifice involved, but you only can realize it's latent. You got to go a little bit later in life and go, oh shit, yeah, you can't just do both. Yeah, there's no perfect world where there's a guy sitting at home with you every day, and you have also all of your needs met at minimum.
He got to go
successful.
Get it.
Right. Somebody's got to go out. Like there's hunters and gatherers. There's all kinds of things. You can't have both in a sense, and it's like it's just really cool. But the other compliment I want to add though is that from meeting you and from meeting Jay, I would have never knew anything like that. Like when I had met her, because you know how you go from the other side of the world where you're like, huh. Oh, I would have been stunting on these niggas in freshman year in college. It was because them Asian kids had the Nissan GTRs driving on campus freshman year, and I was like, nigga, boy, I done had a Maybach in this motherfucker in front of McDonald's. So I was like, yo, Jay is one of the coolest people I ever met. And then when I found out, like, oh, okay, like she ain't come from like no nothing. So I was like, oh, I would have been flexing. This is one of the most humble people I've met by far. And so and I met you afterwards, and I was like, oh man, they just really chill people.
Yeah.
And you couldn't have got that out of me.
Man.
See how broke people think?
So you didn't get a number. So that's
I would have been broke by now.
Nigga, I'd have been tripping on that campus.
Hold on, I do have a question. So I'm the other side of the spectrum. My dad, truck driver, blue collar, hands on.
Right.
Worked 2 full-time jobs, 80 hours a week. We didn't see dad either. Right? So growing up, I saw somebody say this in an interview one time, and like I take a lot now. I'm trying to do my self-therapy, and he said that he grew up with a hardworking parent, and he realized what he took from that was his version of love. That was caring, busting your ass all the time, working hard was caring. So he said as a child, he learned that keeping the lights on was love. Making sure we had food to eat was love. He said, I didn't know how to love properly in a relationship. I thought if I'm out here busting my ass, she should see that's love.
Right.
That's me showing love. And my relationship suffered because of it. Man. Because I'm like, yo, I'm busting my ass for you. Yeah. But women don't see that. They don't see it like that.
Right.
So
it's not a love language.
It's not a love language.
But they want you to pay the bills.
Have your any of your relationships suffered? Like, because you work hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like you go, you get it in.
Right.
Have you seen any of that in your relationships?
That's something that, as I got older, I knew that my dad did that, so I knew it was probably going to fall on me too. So I've been extremely cognizant of having a little bit of a balance because I carry a lot of my dad in me, and he's serious, he's locked in. Right. But then like my mom's more like playful, so I really try to balance that. But to answer your question, it's like whenever it comes to relationships, especially with females, it's like I really want to be present for them for their specific needs. And that just comes down to communication, understanding who that person is, what they need. Again, talking about love languages, because their love language might not be like gifts. It might be quality time. So you need to figure that out. Like, okay, what do you need from me? And it's like, you got to have check-in meetings, like, you know, every 60 days or something. Like, okay, what have we been doing that we can improve on? What do you like? What do you don't? Just got to keep those lines of communication open.
And I just learned that like 2 weeks ago. I'm joking, but I'm not joking. Like I recently came into that understanding because I work, my schedule, we got gigs to New Year's Eve.
Right.
And I'm like, this might be a detriment for my significant other. It has been, so now I got to be cognizant, like you said, of like, just making sure that time is there, that tough. Communication is there. Yeah.
It's tough because as a man, your main objective is 2 P's, protect and provide. You can flip those, provide and protect, whatever but that is your main objective as the leader of the household. Right. So as long as you're doing that, men, not to make a blanket statement, but for the most part, to touch on what you said, we feel like if we are doing that, we should be good.
Right.
But then there's another part to that, like, that you have to be more mature about to make sure you maintain that relationship and keep it good in good standing.
That's my thing. I was capital P and P. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Protect and provide was you good. You good. Yo, shorty, you good.
Right.
But then it's like, oh shit, there's more to it. Fuck.
That third piece, participation.
I was knocking those first 2 out. Now I'm like, oh shit, there's more to it. Like,
And
so another question. So you and your sister never wanted to take over the family business?
No.
Really?
No. But the cool thing is now is that Dad got to a point to where he realized that and he established other entities that allow us to get involved. So we have a real estate entity, and we have a charitable foundation. So me and my sister both have our hands in those, because that's something that is, I mean, more realistic. Like when it comes to owning restaurants, my dad is, I think the maximum that he had at one time was, I think he had 35 or 37. Ooh. And like, that is a lot. Like he has a whole organization of people that, you know, that is, I think the number is like 14 or 1,500 employees. So
moving parts.
Yeah. So to run that, it's not like it couldn't be done, but you have to love it. You got to be passionate. You got to wake up and like dream about burgers and fries. And that's really the person that he has been for 30 plus years. And we just wasn't built like that. Right. You know, we didn't have that same passion to want to go for that. However, my sister got her master's when it comes to real estate. She has that on lock. I'm a people person, and I'm out in the community. So we've both been steered towards things that we're gifted and we're skilled in. She's going to handle the real estate. I'm going to handle the charitable foundation. And that's how we're going to move forward as a family.
Awesome.
So awesome. Say your father's name again. So
Roland G. Parish.
Okay, yeah. Google that and research that and be inspired, because I like the fact that he's made history and people are naming stuff after.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I've seen his name awesome. Even when I wasn't like, it's just random articles like successful black men and blah, blah, blah. And like his name will pop up. I'm like, oh, I think I know that person by the name. Like,
and let's just keep it a buck. Like, he's been honored because of the hard work that he's done, but he definitely has to write that check to make sure that name gets on the building. So let's not get it twisted. Oh, yeah. And y'all can look it up online.
They don't volunteer to put a black dude's name on nothing.
Right. Not like that.
That's
dope, man. I love that. It's so inspiring. You know, when your father's name is good in the street, that's like clearing a path for you to some degree,
in a sense,
as far as your reputation and what you're exposed to.
No, and the crazy thing is that now that I'm back in Dallas, there's still a number of people that never associated the two of us together. Wow. Because I worked so hard on getting out of his shadow to establish my own name and do my own thing that, you know, people never really put two and two together. There's a ton of people that go up to him all the time. Hey, there's this dude named Parish on TV, man. He's kind of good. You know who he is? Yeah, by the way, that's my son. Oh, really? You know, I got dudes that are former athletes that I know that I've hung out with, and we go somewhere and it's me and my dad there, and they look at me and they look at him, and they're like, nah, and they put it together. But it's crazy that people, you know, don't put two and two together.
Yeah, you're just adding on to his legacy, not necessarily, you know, being in his shadow.
To the family legacy.
But to the family legacy. But he set a precedent that you're gonna meet in your own way.
Nah. And one thing that we like to say now, because we grew up and when we didn't want to do the family business, it wasn't just like he felt a way about it. He wouldn't say it, but his pride was hurt, because naturally, if you're a parent and you're doing something successful, a lot of parents want your kids to follow in your footsteps for lineage and legacy. So it wasn't always just pretty, the fact that we wanted to do our own thing. But he got to a point to where he understood it, and he was like, you know what, I get it. But now it's more just about Parish, the last name. Yeah. And whenever you win, I win. Whenever you win, so we just celebrate the wins together when anytime anything happens.
Yeah, I love that.
We're on the same team.
I told my dad I didn't want to drive trucks. He said, good. Nigga, I don't want this for you. Nigga, don't drive this fucking truck. You better get out there in the world, motherfucker.
Wow. Yeah, man.
So let's go sports.
Okay.
You in Dallas. You back in Dallas. You working hard.
Yep.
Cooper Flag, first pick. What's he gonna do this year?
He's gonna do his thing. He's gonna be a plug and play type player. He's somebody that can come in offensively and defensively and do whatever the Mavericks need, whether it be position 1 through 5. Kyrie's not gonna be there for the most of the season.
Right.
And, you know, you're going to need somebody to run point. They already tested that out at Summer League. Jason Kidd said they want to make him uncomfortable, and they've done that. And he's shown early on that he can do it. The thing that I like most about Cooper Flag is that he is a dog that wants to win. And he plays winning basketball. The stats might not be crazy, but he's going to do all the right things. He has a high basketball intellect. And most of all, he wants that thing. Like, he wants it. He wants to be great.
He's got dog in him for sure.
Yeah. So is he the new?
No.
Okay.
He's not the. Wait, hold on. Wait. Go ahead. Ask the question.
Okay, I'm trying to ask it on my level. Because, see, when I think of, basketball and Dallas Mavericks, I'm thinking Dirk Nowitzki.
Okay.
Okay, is he the Dirk?
No.
Okay, all right.
Nah,
yeah.
Dirk is a one-on-one. They're two.
Okay. There's a statue of Dirk outside the
Yeah, man.
Okay, all right, all right. I'm new at this. I was going to ask that. Look, what is the sports talk for dummies? That's what I did. I'm on that. Look, hold on a second.
Yeah.
First 2 words came to your mind when Luka got traded.
WTF. I hit up Mark Cuban immediately, and I said, "Bro, what are you?" And we were all minds blown. We had just got in from dinner that night. It was a Saturday night. I remember it like it was yesterday. We had dinner. I'm feeling good. I came to the crib, turn on SportsCenter, just chilling. Next thing you know, we get this, the update. It's like
breaking news.
Yeah, it's like, wait, hold up. And we're thinking, this is a joke. Somebody got hacked because it was so outlandish.
Right.
Why would you trade this guy who just led you to the finals?
It's 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, it was late as hell too.
Yeah, so you keep getting the updates and you see, okay, this is not a joke.
Yeah.
So naturally you're like, wait, this doesn't make sense. So let me go directly to the source. So I hit up Cuban. Me and him have a good relationship. We work out together since I moved back to Dallas. Great dude. But if you know anything about the situation, he no longer had control.
That's right.
So the first thing he said is it's news to me too.
He's a minority owner now, right?
Correct. The proper term is alternate governor.
Yeah, I was gonna say because he used to be in.
He was 100% across the board. Yeah, I know, but I know he's still involved. But he just doesn't make those decisions.
Controlling.
Yeah. So when he sold the majority of the shares to new ownership, originally, according to what has been reported, he was supposed to still be running the basketball operations, even though he didn't have the majority shares and was the lieutenant governor. Now, he don't get to call nothing. They took all the rights away from him. Essentially, in his words, he's a glorified fan. His bank account looked right. He still got the same seats, but he doesn't have any say in the basketball decisions that are made. So he was as shocked as I was, and let him tell it. He tells the story. They called him and he thought that they were calling him to gauge his thoughts. And they're like, nah, this is done. This is already happening. We're not calling to get your approval or to ask your thoughts.
Yikes.
He's out of here.
Wow.
So yeah.
So question. Now I grew up in Oklahoma City. And hey, you be quiet in there. So Oklahoma City, they were playing in the championship.
Right.
And not having that growing up, a pro team growing up, man, I thought it was real cool that they made it to the finals and took it all the way to the championship. How do you feel about a team like that? It's essentially a new team to me. How do you feel about them, an unlikely hero? I mean, do you think they, deserve to win? Are they on track to do it again?
Deserve to win. I mean,
no, not deserve to win.
Any bad, man.
Any team that wins in the NBA is a legitimate champion. It's not like the Final Four or the Super Bowl where it's just one game. You play a full series, you know who's the better team.
Right.
So basically, what's going to happen now with the Thunder? They're going to become the copycat for every team in the league because they built and drafted and developed well. All those young players, they've got them together. They have wings, I mean, they've drafted certain types of players with certain skill sets, body types, and mentalities, and they've created this AAU culture on the professional ranks to where these guys all like each other. After the game, the post-game interviews, they're crowded around the reporter and they're having fun.
They let them have fun too.
And they let them do what they do. Sam Presti's done an amazing job with building this team. And the great thing about it is all these dudes are locked up for years as far as their contracts go. The top 3 players just signed extensions, so they're going to be locked in for, the foreseeable future. And it doesn't look like anything's going to change for them. We know that crazy things happen in the NBA all the time. You can't predict injuries. You can't predict, labor disputes or whatever, even though they just signed a new CBA. But the way it's set up right now, Oklahoma City is going to be a threat for the next, I don't know how many years.
They could have a warrior-like run for sure.
I was having dinner with my brother, Chris. I said,
Chrissy.
Yeah. So I said, hey man, CP3 back to the Clippers, and who else did the Clippers get?
They got Bradley Beal.
I saw Bradley Beal and CP3 to the Clippers. You didn't watch the finals? You didn't watch the finals? Them young boys run the league for the next few years. Them young boys will run the fucking Clippers out the building.
Right.
I don't want them old motherfuckers on my team. He said them young boys at OKC are going to run the league for the next 3 years.
Yep. Wow. No, he's not wrong. Okay. No, he's not wrong.
They bat Fox. You got to go to a game. They for real.
Okay.
Solid defense. The motherfuckers ball.
They're long, fast, quick, and they're all in the same phase.
They actually make basketball more enjoyable now because they play as a team. It ain't just kick it out to the guy to shoot a three.
I mean, it's different when you like your coworkers. Them dudes like each other, man.
I mean, when I was
the
watching,
only other thing I was going to say about Oklahoma City is that Oklahoma City is Sooner country.
Of course.
It's a football state.
Yep.
So the fact that basketball is in there, even getting love, where the fans wait at the airport for them, like I saw.
Yep.
Like, do you know how much they love the Cowboys and the Sooners there? So even sneaking in basketball is like, I'm impressed. And I lived in Oklahoma City when the Thunder were there. You know what I'm saying? So
So you had
I got courtside seats to watch Thunder vs. Lakers and got arrested that night because I was a Laker fan. Like, they arrested me from being a Laker fan. I had to stay in a drunk tank for a night because I was cheering on Kobe. And they was like, get your ass, come with us.
About to get beat up.
Woke up the next morning, there's 10 niggas in a drunk tank with Laker jerseys on. I was like, they arrested only Laker fans tonight? Like,
hilarious.
Oklahoma City police, fuck y'all for that. But like, but they love their team. They all about loyalty and like to sneak basketball in and have that success in such a short amount of time.
Yep.
Very impressive.
And they're getting a new arena soon. So
for sure. I don't doubt it.
Because they're the Paycom.
Paycom,
Paycom. I don't know where they're going.
They're building the new arena next door. So not this season, but I think it's going to be the next season.
That's going to be huge.
A bigger arena, basically.
Oh, of course. When you win a championship,
you could afford it.
Yeah, they done brought a lot of money back to
the Cowboys this year.
I don't get it. I saw that video that you said. He said, I was a Cowboy fan when I was a kid, but then I grew up.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Wait, who's your team now?
I'm a neutral observer. No, you know the Colorado Buffaloes. That's my team.
Okay, yeah.
That's my team.
That should be everybody's. That's one of those things where everybody should get behind that.
Right.
But I know everybody's not. But what are the Cowboys gonna do?
Nah, man. Like, who knows? Who knows what the Cowboys gonna do? You never know. All I know is the Cowboys are going to win the front page of the newspaper. Win or lose, they're going to win the A block of whatever sports show. Mm-hmm. They're going to win the headline because there's going to be some drama taking place in Dallas. Win or lose. And Jerry Jones, the ringleader, is going to make sure that they are in the headlines. That's the only thing I know for sure. Now, what they going to do in the field, I don't know.
Who's the fourth team? Philly, Redskins, Cowboys, and...
Well, it's the Commanders. It's the Giants. Yeah.
So their division is sick. Well, 3 out of 4. Well, I guess the Redskins are
Eagles
Commanders.
And Commanders.
Yeah. Right. So they're solid. And then you got the Cowboys trying to get into one of those. Yeah. They're not going to their division.
Giants trash. They're not doing nothing.
So they're not going to their division. They just going to hope.
Yeah, the division is sick. Well, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, they need to take a. They need to take a.
Jalen Green been balling. Jalen Green been hooping for them.
Yeah.
They got Kawhi now. They got Kawhi.
So. They shouldn't be divided in the division. They should come together.
They should come together and
not have so much division.
Everybody drive to their own practice.
Man.
Yeah. Don't mind me now. Go ahead.
No. I mean, who knows what the Cowboys are going to do? Let me just give my professional commentary. You got Dak Prescott coming back. This is the longest tenured Dallas Cowboy right now. He's been with the Cowboys for 10 years.
Wow.
They're going to go as Dak goes. If he can stay healthy, if they can protect him from taking sacks, and if he stops turning the ball over, the Cowboys will have a successful season, at least offensively. We don't know what they're going to do defensively. Number one, they got to sign Micah Parsons as of now, right now.
Still unsigned.
And he's getting madder and madder.
Yeah. So I never know what's going to happen, but I'll say this. When it comes to the division of the NFC East, for the last 20 years, no team has won the division back-to-back. So last year, Philly won it. So the way it's gone, and this is the only time this has ever happened in any sport, any of the 4 major sports, to where a team has not won the division in consecutive years, in 20 years. Wow. So that means it's up for grab probably between the Commanders and the Cowboys. Giants probably ain't going to do nothing, but between those two, one of those two, the way it's been set up, probably will win the division. Yeah.
I could definitely believe that. Because the Eagles can have some such sore luck, you know? Like one person go down.
I think this will be the first time in 20 years the Eagles win back.
And that can happen too. Hey, the Eagles are a problem.
NFL is scary, man. You have an amazing season. Somebody break a damn leg. That's the whole season for the, I'm not on some wood or something, but.
Who's your team?
I'm from St. Louis. They took the Rams. I've been saying fuck them ever since. They moved right there. They live right next door to me now. I still don't fuck with them. I can see the Rams from my house. I still don't fuck with them.
Wait, didn't they move out here, then move back again?
They were in LA, yes, back when Eric Dickerson was here. They moved to St. Louis. That's when I was around. We had the greatest show on turf, and then I moved to LA, and they came out like a few years after that.
Yep.
But the way St. Louis got fucked over so bad from it is that it just left a sour taste in my mouth. Pause. Right. So I just still don't like the Rams yet because of that. Like I just was like, man, that's fucked up.
The whole team,
cranky,
the whole
bro.
team left a sour taste in your mouth.
The Rams is evil, bro. I think he owned the Nuggets too or some shit. This is an evil dude, bro. Like
the Kroenke
family. They had to pay $250 million to St. Louis because they did it the way they did it as like a penalty. Oh, wow. And St. Louis sued them like, you can't do that shit. So they got a $250 million settlement to St. Louis because of that.
And if you go to St. Louis, they ain't see none of that money.
They ain't use $1 of that shit for anything. So.
Nothing. So tell the people before we wrap this up where they can find you, what you're working on, what's just social media, all that good stuff.
Right now, you can find me on social media, Parish, as you see on my hat, which is conveniently placed on my head. You can just see how it's spelled. It's all connected. You can find me on all platforms except on TikTok. I ain't got on there yet because I ain't about that silly shit. But yeah. CBS Texas, I'm on the morning show. You can catch me there, and about to start doing some stuff with Kevin Garnett, KG Certified. We started doing some content for Summer League, so you will see that in the upcoming season.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, so again, the warm up.
Yeah.
KG started the same year we did working there, so me and KG established a solid relationship, and we just always stay connected, even after they told him to get out.
Remember, he had the show that came on after. Inside the NBA, what was it called?
Right. Area 21.
Area 21.
Yeah.
And Warm Up reached out and were like, hey, would you be interested in being like his co-host on Area 21? But they were going to work around my schedule again. I couldn't do it. My schedule was crazy. I was like, I almost had that job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. So, but me and KG stayed locked in after he wasn't working there anymore. And we just always been trying to figure out, how can we do something together? And I think we figured it out now, how we're going to stay connected. And, chances are I'll be coming out to LA more. So I'll be hitting you.
Dope.
Yeah, so yeah. But that's what I'm looking forward to this upcoming season. That's what I got.
Nice.
Rami.
John Grimes, Mr. Tan Panda online. We are in St. Louis next week, August 8th through the 10th. We're filming that. So we're going to have some fun in St. Louis back in the hometown, get some White Castles and some Evos, shit up a brick or two, crack some jokes. And that's the biggest thing happening right now.
Easy.
All right. This weekend, we are in Philadelphia at the Helium Comedy Club. Can't wait for that. I haven't been there in a minute. If there's any pirates out there that I went to high school with, please pull up. The following week, the Haha Cafe Comedy Club. And the week after that, the Belly Room. I love going to the Belly Room at the Comedy Store.
Nice. I am in Omaha, Nebraska on Thursday night at the Orpheum Theater. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm in Philadelphia at the Helium Comedy Club. I'll be back in LA Monday. The kiddo gets back from Germany Monday. Right. I'm so excited. I miss my baby. All the links, you can find me. Talk to me on social media. Thank you for everybody for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Leave some comments. Shout out to Captain Kirk, Jamaican Rum Punch. Charleston, Dad, I love you so much. To my brother, my man, 100 grand. I love this dude, man. Thank you so much.
Love your life. I appreciate you.
You got a long drive back, so much you get out here.
Yo, thanks for coming through, man.
Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you having me.
It's the Green Room, y'all. Peace.